All right, guys, welcome to our Tuesday night call. We do this every week just in case you don't know or haven't listened to everything that we've talked about or see our little posts. But every Tuesday, different time zones, obviously. Here it's 9 o'clock in Germany. So, Germany peeps, you got to get on. It's awesome. Keeps you accountable. It keeps you in touch with our community and our team and the leadership and the awesome things that we learn every week too, and the things that we go through, and some wins and wows, pows and booms, right? Just kidding. I just love that Kristen asked me to share today. I got to listen. We're going to talk about a call that I think you all should go back and listen to. We can link it in here afterwards, but it is 7 strategies, 7 straight talk tips. Sorry. And who did this? It was on a Wendy Campbell call. Her name is Deanna Christopherson. She's an NMD 100 Club. She made NMD in 1999, and then 3 short years later, retired her husband. Or I think he retired in 99, but then he also made NMD in 2002. So super awesome. I would love to meet her one day. I haven't had the opportunity to do that, but just the way she speaks is like it speaks to me. So I'm going to go over a lot of what everything that she said in this conversation, and then give you some things, Virginia-isms, just kidding, I don't know, towards that. But so it's 7 straight talk tips, but it actually ends up being 8, and then she has some throw-ins afterwards, and the 8th really was the best for me. But the first one is knowing your why. You guys always hear that. What is your why? Does your why make you cry, right? So why don't we stop and take a minute, and as you find out your why, there is some ways that she talks about it. It says, do you have a burning desire as to why you share Juice Plus? Of course, you know, for myself, it's a lot of what happened with my daughter, then turned into my passion about the business and sharing with others because of that. And now the freedom, the financial freedom that I get, and the things that I get to experience, and the community that is we are surrounded by, you guys. We don't have that anywhere else. And I know a lot of you are experiencing that, but what it means to me on a personal level, that's what makes me cry, because it is that friendship that I've always wanted, and I have it here. So no crying. We're done. Does your why make you cry? And it will change over time, you guys. You start off and you know, some of us may have started and didn't really start, and then we're restarting. You know, I have quite a few girls on my team that way as well. And that's okay too. It's do this business how you want to do it, but also know why you're doing it and really express that to the people that you're sharing with. So that was number 1. Number 2 is the mission statement of your life. Let's write 5 to 6 things to prioritize in your life. Obviously, number 1, you know, your personal time. I think for me, that's spending time with Jesus. First and foremost, before I get out of bed, saying a prayer, whatever that looks like for you, whether it's you're reading your Bible, or if that's yoga, getting up and doing yoga, if that's going for a run, whatever that looks like. Then, you know, prioritizing your family life. Are you going to do dates with your husband? Or are you going to do dates with your kids? I really, really, really cherish that my husband takes my girls on dates. And they have a set date, the 7th and the 27th of every month, and they get to spend time with their dad. You know, I didn't have that growing up. And so I think that for them, just, you know, shows them how a guy should treat them, shows them how they need to be treated in life. So just that's one. And then your experiences. So I think, like, you know, travel, the leisure things that we want to do in life, prioritize those, because hey, if you want to make more in this business so that you can go on a cruise, do it. Just do it. You know, there's no excuses, you guys. We have the opportunity to make money and share such a great product. So not really having to force us to make money, because it's so easy to share. Now, sometimes we get ups and downs, but that's a whole nother section. Image, changing your brain. But events, prioritizing your events on your calendar. And we always say and have heard, you know, the more events you get, the more things that are popping in your business. And even if it's just one person, you guys, one-on-ones. I went to do a one-on-one tonight. And what was so awesome is there was 2 other people sitting at the table. And I said, hey, I'm going to share with her. You guys can totally leave or whatever. The one was like, oh, I'll listen. And if it gets boring, she started chuckling. If it gets boring, I'll read my book. And then the other one was like, no, I'm here. I'm ready. I have the gummies at home. I just haven't tried them. So really, really cool. I got to talk to 3 people, and it was just like open forum, but I also brought material. So they had questions, I had answers to an extent, and, gave them what I could. So also planning your prioritizing by planning meetings with your team. I think that's one thing I really struggle with because of the time zone issue. But that's on my to-do list, and prioritizing my coaching with my team. And do you believe in yourself? This is part of your prioritizing. It says, do you believe in yourself? Say no to the distractions that take away from my business. So I know those are 2 separate bullet points. I think that do you believe in yourself, definitely I believe in myself. I believe in who I am in Christ. I believe in who I am as a mom and a wife. Sometimes I kind of fail at both of those sometimes. But taking those distractions away so that we can get better at those things as well. Sorry. Ooh, I really, really liked this one. And taking the distractions away, it says, there is no PV in TV. Right? So we want PVC, right? Those are our PVC points. But if we're watching TV, how are we going to earn those points? And that was like so cool.
That's
wasting time on Facebook. It's called Wastebook. So honestly, Facebook is a great tool, but if we're sitting there scrolling, looking for people who are sick or this or that or the other, like that's really wasting our time, right? It's not making us any money. It's just filling our brain with crud, especially lately, but we won't go into that. Getting out of your comfort zone. I think definitely this business has totally done this for me. I've always been a people person and being able to just sit and talk and share and lead kind of. I feel like I was kind of put in a leadership role at a very early age as a military spouse because somebody saw something in me, and of course, did I believe it at the time? Probably not, but I know now that I had a role and I was able to help other spouses, and I still do that to this day. And I feel like that's where God called me to the mission field. I guess I've never shared that before with you guys, but God called me to the mission field when I was in high school, and I thought I was going to some foreign, like country, whatever, third world country. And how that turned out was the military was my mission field. The spouses that I came in contact with, and the places that I traveled because of the moves and all that was to be there for other spouses who are going through the same thing, or just to be there for them with whatever the ups and downs, or just a listening ear, to be honest, or to connect them with a spouse that they could relate with. Because not everybody's going to relate with me. Not everybody's going to be my friend. I get it. And that's okay too. But so yeah, what else? Don't worry about what others think of you. I think that's a huge one. I have definitely dealt with that in the past, but I think there's some things that I'm doing to change that perspective and thought process, and I'll go into that in another section really quick. What is getting in your way of success. So what are you going to do to rid yourself of that? I think that's huge. Yeah, so we'll go to the next one. Number 3, I don't know, is that right? I think visualization, smell, taste, see it, knowing, seeing, believing. So can you visualize your goals? We always talk about making a vision board and of what we want. You guys, if you haven't done it, do it. Plain and simple, number 3. Number 4 is change your paradigm.
Workshop on that, or see a sample or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
You have one?
I do. I have mine that I made the last time, and I've crossed quite a few things off of it. Let me grab it really quick. I'll move real quick.
Okay, cool.
Because I'm not gonna lie. I don't have a vision board. I know I should.
Yeah. At your house.
It's okay, guys. Okay. I don't have one either. I think we should get together and do a vision board party.
I think so.
It'll be a good activity for us to get together and do that.
Mine is nothing that I had envisioned it to be, because I haven't done the real one. Like, I want to do a canvas with ripped magazines and blah, blah, blah. So this is mine. It has SSC in the middle. It has make $1,000 a month. Check. Get a new car. I even wrote a new car on here, and yeah, that will be coming by the end of this month. Check. Run a race, which technically I haven't ran one since this board, though. I haven't wrote that one off. Have more than 40 customers. Check. Did that. I got a new phone right like within the next month after doing this. I got a new phone. Check. Grow with God. Check. I didn't check it off yet, but I know that I am. Travel. Check, 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 check. Cruise ship. I don't know if I really want a cruise ship anymore, but because I think I throw up. So I have it on there. Work out. Lead my team. 3 club. I'm only at a 2. I am going to be at a 3. And then my favorite, have guns like Kristen and Lisa. Raw. So yeah, boom pow. So that's just a generic, just write it out. But the other ones are really fun. Get your team together. You guys have a big team over there. You guys could totally do this and make it a night. And even with people who are Unjuiced Plus related. Because drink some wine.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. And just make it fun. But yes, okay. So number 4 was paradigm. Oh, okay. So change your paradigm. In that paradigm, because I've heard the word paradigm, but I don't know why I didn't know what it was. Typical pattern of something. So your beliefs. Change your beliefs about yourself. This is where image comes into play. If you guys have not been to an image seminar, I highly recommend it. And not just one, but more and multiple. And I am sad to say that I have only been to one, but I do some of the things. I do a lot of the things that we're told to do there. So great thing to do. It's changing your beliefs about yourself. And that is awesome. Like sometimes we've been told like we're not good at this or we're not good at that. You know what? Get that out of your head. It doesn't matter. Do what you're good at, say what you're good at, and move on. Like you don't have to be good at everything. Just hone in on the good things that you're good at and move forward. Challenge yourself. So I like this one too. Number 5, it's make a decision. They talk about your DMO, your daily method of operation. Well, it's actually your daily method of opportunity. Every day, who do you come in touch with? You look for the needs that people talk about and you just listen. And then if there's something that comes up, you share. You identify prospects, your personal growth, events, we've gone over this a little bit, but, and then the biggest part that I think that we neglect a lot is we share a lot, right? We talk about it, we do this, that, and the other, but do we close the deal? Are you ready to get started? You guys, we don't, for some reason, some of us has the hardest time doing that. We feel like a salesperson at that point. And I think one thing that I learned from this call specifically was today, my 3 ladies at the very end, we were about to get up and get done. And I said, hey guys, how would you like me to follow up with you? Because I don't want to be one to just come after you. I want to know how you want me to follow up. One said, follow up with me on Friday. The other 2 said, I'm going to talk to my husband. Please get back to me. The other one said, I'll get back to you. So done. I don't have to worry about how I'm going to get back to them now, or the conversation doesn't need to happen and weird it out, Number 6, don't make your kids your excuse for not working your business. Make them the reason for building your business. That is huge. I think that a lot of the times, I do this around my kids, I do this around my life, and I think that's why I love it so much. And then my husband, we have an understanding or an agreement or whatever you want to call it. He does evening stuff, so I'm able to get on my calls and do some things that might put me on the call, put me on hold with Juice Plus or whatever because of the time zone for me. But don't make them your excuse. Focus on building your business around your family and all the stuff that you're going through. So, and doing. Number 7, planning your work and working your plan. So I think the biggest key that I got out of this is with our team. In the first 60 days, we need to teach them a system to plan their work, giving them accountability. I think Kristen did this very well with me. And I think that is why I find importance in these calls, why I make these a priority, and why I do things on a daily basis that might not yield profit now or whatever it may be, but long term, that's what you want to get used to. Making and setting aside a few, moments a day to work your business. So, and I also like the plan, do, review. It's an Eric Worre out of GoPro. He says, plan, do, review. You plan your week, you do the week, and at the end of the week, review it. Did you do your plan? Did you follow through? Did you have one-on-ones? Did you do that? That's where we can say, okay, well, we really didn't do it great this week. Let's do it better next week. And the best tool for that is on missiondrivenmodel.info. There's so much there, you guys, like so much there that is so useful and helpful, especially to brand new people. I know there's so much that they get inundated with at the beginning, but that's one of the sites plus our website that I send my people to. So also just a little talk to them. Maybe they've been on your team for a while, but review what that $50 fee they get with that $50 fee. We pay $50 for this entire business, you guys. That's not much. So review with them what they're getting. And maybe we don't even know everything that we're getting. I probably don't know everything. But I think it's really key to, it's a little pennies on the dollar for what we get from this business. So this is the last little bit. I know we have not much time left. So it's a number 8, even though it was 7 strategies, or what was she called it? 7 straight talk tips. Number 8 is be a servant-hearted leader. Model the behavior we want to see. Yeah, that's huge, you guys, right? We want so much more for some people than they want for themselves. And we want things sooner too sometimes. And, it comes, right? It's not all going to happen when we think, but it's going to happen at the right time. Do it yourself first. Don't expect them to do it if you haven't done it, because they're going to know. The way you talk about things and the way you do things, if you haven't done it, they're going to know. You guys do it first, model and lead that. No micromanaging your team. You always say you can do a little or a lot in this business, and whatever you do is good enough. So set the pace, connect, ask, listen, give suggestions. I think that I struggle with that. And I don't know if it's a time zone thing. I don't know what it is for me, but I know that as I lead my team, I want them to see my passion and see my heart, because I want them to see what this can be for them. And so I just love my team. I love you guys. You'll see this. Connect to the culture of the company. I think that's the hugest thing. You guys, this company and our team, Shooting Stars, is phenomenal and amazing and so many things. And until you get to an event and see it, you're not going to believe us. You might see that we have this connection on here, but you guys, it is so much different in person, and it'll grow your business when you make it to those events. Yeah, that's about it. Let me look over here really quick. I think the biggest thing, being a servant-hearted leader really stuck out to me a lot. I love my team and I want them to grow, but I also know that God gave me this business. And as I grow my team, I see it. I see it happening. I see my customers turning into reps. I see those things happening, you guys. And it can happen for all of you too. So I'm so excited for the future and to finish out this year strong. I have a big goal. I'm going for SSC, and I know that God has that for me in the future. And I just hope you guys pray with me that as I go for this, that my team sees it too, and that I'm able to lead them in that way too. So thanks for listening, and I hope you got something out of this training, and I just appreciate all of you, and I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Virginia. That was fantastic. Yeah, we'll post the link to that. I mean, although I don't know if we need it, because I think Virginia
I think that was it.
did a really good job covering all of that. What was number 5? I missed number 5. So I have 4. Visualization. What was after visualization?
Change your paradigm. So, yeah, typical. You're still on recording too, by the way, it says.
I know, that's okay.
Okay. Yeah, number 4 was change your paradigm. Beliefs in yourself. Is that it?
Yeah. Thank you. That was really good. I think something that really stood out to me, and I'm just going to be real raw and honest with you guys, was number 2, the mission statement of your life, and how she said, you know, Virginia mentioned you need to balance your personal time, your family life, your experiences, your events, your team events, like, and having that balance. I know for a little while there, I went out of balance. And I mean, I didn't realize what I was doing in the middle of it because I'm so goal oriented. You know, I had a conversation with somebody today, and I really just want you guys all to hear this. You know, she looked at me and she's like, well, your life is perfect. You know, you've got the perfect husband, you've got the perfect kids, you're getting after this goal with your business, and you're succeeding and you're successful and you're doing all these things, you're in the community and da da da. And I go, my life is far from perfect. Right. And every opportunity I have to tell that to somebody, I mean, some of you that know me on a personal level know that my life is not perfect. But yeah, on Facebook, I post stuff because I want to be inspiring. I want people to know that even though my life isn't perfect, I choose to make these decisions regardless of what's going on in my life. I choose to make my life better. I choose to still get after my business, to still do the best I can to be a good mom, to be a good wife, to be a good friend, to be involved in the community, because just because I know I'm in control of that. I know I have that choice. Now, do you have to look like me on paper? No, please don't. Do you have to be as involved as I am? No, that's my passion. I like doing those things. But every opportunity I get, I like to show people how I'm not perfect, how you can do this too, regardless of what's going on in your life. You know, it's a choice. It's a choice that I choose to make. And like Virginia mentioned with her husband knows that this business is important to her, and they have an agreement that she's going to work on the business in the evenings when he's home, because of her time frame. That's when she can. And I have the same thing with my husband. I've chatted with him, and he knows that we're doing this business for our future, for our family, for what that looks like in a year or two. And yeah, there's a lot of work right now, but what that's going to look like in a year or so. So we're about to run out of time. But I just want you guys to know that, I'm not perfect, just to make sure that, I think most of you on here know that, but just for those of you that are listening to this later and only know me from watching me on Facebook, yes, I am those things, but no, I am not perfect. And I choose to do those things despite what's going on in my life. And I choose to make good choices for my future. And I choose to try to inspire people. But that what you do does not need to look like what I do. And don't ever be intimidated by anything that I'm doing, or feel like you need, yes, I'm modeling some things for you. And yes, you can learn from me because I've learned from the best, but your why and your business are going to look different than mine are. And that's okay. But I'm here, like Virginia for her team, Faye for her team. When you guys get a team, you're there to just give your people the best business experience possible. We're here to help. We're here to lead, but we're here to help. And however that looks. And Virginia, I'm so excited that you were able to lead this training. And Faye, last week, you guys are doing a tremendous job, and it's really fun for me because I am a little bit of a control freak. I'm just throwing that out there for everybody. It's really, really nice. I mean, it's hard for me to let go of stuff, but it's really nice to let go and watch you guys shine, because you can. Because this is your business too. You know, this is not just mine. This is your business too. And you guys are tremendous people, all of you, everybody on this call, but Faye and Virginia, for the two of you to just step up and lead the training. And like the bucos of notes that I'm taking from you guys it's just really refreshing for me on a personal level to be able to just say, go, you guys. And of course I trust all of you guys to lead, and you lead well. It's evident in your businesses. So thank you so much. Thank you for allowing me to just share that with you guys and let you see a little bit of, you know, what's kind of inside Kristen. I don't have it all together, but gosh darn, am I going to do the best I can for you guys and get you to where you want to go, you know, whatever that takes. But again, it's all about the balance and remembering that balance. So if you do feel a little off balance, let's figure it out. Let's figure out what's missing in your life, what's lacking, and where we can kind of pull that back together again, together as a team. So, okay. I was not planning on saying that, so maybe somebody needed to hear that today. I don't know. But Virginia, thank you for sharing those. Those were really fabulous tips. You did a great job. All right, you guys, I want you guys to hop on the Shooting Stars call because I do have a special guest. I think I know who it is, but hop on and let's go see who it is. Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye.